Hello, this is Chess with Bill. Today, I'm going to be continuing my little series on checkmates, specifically the Dovetail mate. Now, the Dovetail mate was just introduced to me by my chess coach, and we've decided to rename it. For while the pattern technically looks like a dovetail, uh, it's easier to remember it as the Pacman mate. Or the Miss Pac-Man mate. Because if you're going to play some Pac-Man, you should be playing some Miss Pac-Man. I got a whole thing about this. Got a whole thing about it, baby. Anybody play Miss Pac-Man? The dog plays Miss Pac-Man. Okay. Let's do this. So I'm doing harder. So plus 300 on lead chess. That is a tiny, tiny dog, which I like. Okay. So the dovetail mate, pretty much I want the king either there or here, and then my queen there or there. But she's got to be covered, is the thing. So since I have a bishop here, queen's probably going to go over there, meaning I'm thinking a check. Do I check that way or do I check this way? That's the question. Let's say I check this way. His option is there, and then I come there. Let's say I check this way. Problem is, he can block that way. So, I come this way, and then there. And that is, blows my mind. Blows my mind. And that looks like, if you look at it, it looks like Pac-Man. I get it. It's kind of like the dovetail because the queen is like the bird. And then this is the dovetail. I don't know. Okay. Pac-Man mate, way cooler. Okay, so for the pattern that I'm looking for, I'd love my queen to be right there. I'm thinking this. No. Check. And so he's got to move there. Let's say I check there. Right? And he's got to move there. That's what it is. Yes. And then my queen is guarded by that rook. The dovetail mate, the Pac-Man mate, is a little bit easier for me to see. I think this is it right here. No. What's the problem with that? Oh, the queen can just be taken. Okay, so what do I do? She needs to be in a place that she's not going to get took. So that's an obvious check. But let me look at it. The idea is to see the pattern and then position the pieces to where you win, right? So this doesn't work because the queen needs some help. And the only piece that's going to help her would be like this, and that's not what I want. So maybe the king needs to be there and my queen needs to be here. That way I've got this opposite dovetail. This is the checkmating square. So let's say I check there. King's got to move here. Well, he doesn't have to. He can move there. But let's say he moves here first. Okay? I can do this, and that's checkmate. Right? Check here. King cannot move there or there. Let's say he moves there. Well, what happens after this? I mean, that looks like checkmate to me. Am I missing something here? Queen there. This, that doesn't look like the dovetail mate is the reason that I'm questioning it. Okay, he moves there. I mean, I think what it wants me to do is check this way, he moves there, and then check back this way. I guess I don't quite understand that. So he does move there, otherwise this would be checkmate. Oh, right. So I'm doing this because he could block it with the rook. I got like one move. I can think like, you know, you can think like 10 moves ahead, but really I got like one. One or two. That's about it. That's why I need to learn these patterns so I don't have to think so much. All right, I'm playing white. This is good. This is good. These squares. Okay. What's going on with my guys? So I'm not in immediate danger from his pieces, although my pawn is hanging. So I can move him around a little bit, although I do think checking is probably it. Okay, so what's the mating square? The mating square. Well, it's not here that I see. Basically, we'd need a piece there, and then my queen would go there. So what's stopping me from checking this way? It pushes him up there, and the king starts to run away, which I don't want him to do, right? I don't want him to run away. I want a piece there, and I want my queen either there or... That didn't make any sense. What am I saying? I want my queen right there and protected. I want him in checkmate. That's what I want. Okay. So where could I do this dovetail thing? Pushing the king to there. And then I was thinking the queen could be there, but there's a lot going on here. And I need to remember that the queen has an eyeball on this pawn. Okay. So let's see checks, captures, and threats. So checks would be, I can check there. I could also check here. Got this check. That check. All right. Captures, taking here. This doesn't make much sense, I don't think, because this. Then I just activate the queen, right? And I lose a knight. I don't see any... Oh, I've got this, and I can fork. But that's... While it might be a good move, I think I can checkmate on this. Because, you know, it's a puzzle about checkmates. Okay, so let's go through these a little bit. Checking here guards the queen. Capturing here checks, and then it moves him around. How does that all work? Well, I like the idea that I'm blocking the king off with the queen here. If I check him this way, he's got that square, and again, he might be able to just run away. Okay, so I'm just gonna... Let me go through it. Alright, so check. Surely he comes up here. I can check again. He moves there. Can check again, and now he starts to get this, which I don't want. I think this is about the same difference, except he's also got that move. All right. Also, he has a block this way instead of using the queen, if he doesn't want to trade queens. I think this might be the move because it removes that defender, aka attacker. Checks, and then if he goes there, I've got that, which is checkmate. So So it's pretty forcing. He's got this or that. If he moves there, because of this bishop, I've got that. Pushing him up that way. Okay. He's up here. This loses that. Check takes. Okay. I'm getting a little too in the weeds. Let's say I take this way. And he moves here. What have I got? Check this way. He's got that. I have a discovered check when I move this guy, like over here. See, I feel like I'm just getting in the weeds here. Like, I mean, I can like think through this more and more, although I am starting to lose a little concentration. I want to know where I do this dovetail thing. How do I, because the way that I just thought is the way I normally go about stuff. And then about whatever move 3 of permutation 1, I start to forget, wait, where was the queen? Because I'm old. Ben Feingold said something really interesting. I mean, he says a lot of stuff that's interesting, but one of the things was I was looking up, this is actually on chess.com. I think I maybe have talked about it before. He was looking up, I was looking up how to checkmate with bishops. And Ben Feingold answers it. He shows one of his games with a much younger player. And he's like, I'm not going to beat this kid on tactics. It's like this. His brain is going to work way faster than mine. He's going to have done so many tactics from online chess and all this crap. Like, I'm not going to beat him. And this is Ben Feingold saying this. He's like, but what I can do is just play solid chess, make slow positional moves, and what it is him moving back and forth his king to get a specific situation. He's like, I can do that all day. And that's how he wins. So this is a little bit different for me. Instead of trying to figure out all these tactics, like, oh, this and this and this and this and this and this, I'm trying to find these patterns. Okay, so can I do this? I think this is the hardest one for me right now. Then again, I did just start drinking juice. It's juice that I'm drinking. Where is the mating square? If I can get a knight or a queen there, and my queen here, I don't like that. There's many unknowns about that. So what am I actually guarding right now? I'm guarding this square. That's it. So my queen might want to be there. Excuse me. Huh. It's so hard for me to see stuff like this. Where could his or the mating squares be? So wow. The queen could be there if something was here. If he was moved around, where else could this be? if his king was there, sorry, if his king was here, no, if his king was here and my queen was there, yeah, I don't see this one at all. And this is why chess is hard. Okay, so let's go with this. This is the most obvious move to me. The queen takes the knight. Where does he go? He's got 3 spots to go. No, he's got 2. He can go there, and he can go there. All right. So queen takes. Let's say he goes there. All right? I go there. That's check. It's fine because of my bishop. And he can't block it that I see. So he's got that square. So I like that because it's a forcing move. All right, now what? What is the pattern that I'm looking for? The dovetail? The Pacman? So now let's say my queen is here, his king is there. So let's say I move here. So it's a check. That means he's got that, and he's got that. He also has this. So I've got to branch off the calculations here, right? Let me see if I can simplify it. Check. He moves there. Let's say instead of using the queen, check, I check this way. So he's either got to go back or go up. So check, check. Sorry. Check, his king moves. Check. He's got that move. Let's say that that's the move he makes. Check. He could block with the queen, but I would take the queen. Let's say he moves back there. I don't know how to follow that up. Yeah. So this and this doesn't work, I don't think. This is a hard one, y'all. I don't see where the dovetail, I keep on calling it the dovetail. I don't see where the Pacman works. I've clearly got to move his king. Let's say I check him this way. Where does he move now? Probably there because he doesn't want to block his queen. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know. Man! Do you guys see it? Is it really obvious? And I just don't see it. I don't like moving this knight because of this check, unless I am checking him. All right, I'm going to take here. Okay, that is wrong. It's good for me to know. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know what the answer is here. Check. Shit. I don't know what the answer is here. I do not know. But I can't even picture where the checkmate would happen. That's the problem. I got no clue. I mean, his king can travel over there, in which case the queen could be there. Can I make that happen? Check, he moves over. Okay. Check, he moves up. Okay. Now what? Takes. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, we're going to view the solution on this. Okay. Tell me how to do it. What else? So it's using the anchor of the pawn. Dude, I got nothing. Nothing. No idea. I mean, I realized there was a move there, but could not see this whatsoever. How many moves is that? 1, 2, 3. Nothing. So that's the limit, guys. That is the limit for the dog. All right. Shit. More dovetail to be. We're gonna have to rock and roll on this one. I was talking a big game earlier, saying that I knew this one was easier, but fuck. All right. Peace.